as it was a day of justifiable pride for Spurs, the official opening of their new luxury stand. And who better to perform the opening ceremony than Sir Stanley Rous, who's graced the football scene almost since they built the first one.
And the Spurs side for this historic match is unchanged from Wednesday. Side that's having a run of 7 matches without defeat. And it's fitting that Wolverhampton Wanderers should provide the opposition, because they played in the first game here back in September 1908 when Spurs first came into the league. And Tottenham have gone to considerable heights since then. Spurs with the win behind them in more senses than one. Very much involved in 4 competitions. For Wolves, the season will be a struggle to the end to avoid relegation. The referee for this historic match is Trevor Spencer of Salisbury. It's Mark Falco, who'd like to get on the score sheet. He hasn't done so since he came back from injury. No foul given. Here's John Richards. Gray. Crooks. Galvin does that so well. And a bad back pass, and Bradshaw did really well. Very sharply out at the feet of Falco. Brazier who made the error. Crooks. Perryman. Atkinson close to Hoddle. Falco drawing Gallagher with him. Hoddle. Oh, a great ball. A bit off the cush, but never mind. Hughton. Beautifully left, and good challenge by Berry. Galvin. Falco underneath, and Gallagher looking very awkward, and that's a penalty. Well, there was no doubt that the arms were round, and the penalty has been given. Gallagher protesting innocence, obviously troubled by the wind, but his arms were certainly around Falco. How much pressure he exerted is debatable, but in the opinion of Mr. Spencer, it was enough. And Hoddle, who the last time he took a penalty on this ground had to take 3 against Peter Shilton and didn't succeed, now tries against Bradshaw and does. It's actually his first goal for 11 matches. Coming in the 10th minute of this match. Bradshaw going the right way, but beaten by the pace. Berry. Atkinson. Humphrey drawn forward. Ardiles. Hoddle. Well cut out by Berry. For what vision? And it very nearly worked. Beer comes to Ardiles. Falco. Huddle. It was Brazier whose block was the most important. And I think we can say the crowd enjoyed that. Hibbett covering well, but at the expense of the corner. Looking at Kenny here, it gives me a chance to put the record straight for Spurs supporters. In the semi-final, he says he did not dive, never said that he dived, but he didn't think it should have been a penalty. Ardiles. Veer. Galvin. Hoddle. Oh, what a lovely strike of the ball. Had the time to set his sights and brought a very good save out of Bradshaw. Sort that he would expect to make with the ball rising, but even so. In comes Miller. Won by Huddle. And Miller certainly didn't stand on ceremony. Huddle. The afternoon looks made for him. Oh! And how could anybody say about him playing on the left side for England? It doesn't matter what side he plays on. Hughton. Atkinson Hoddle's back. Hibbett sent away. Two-thirds of the first half is gone. Just one goal between the two teams. Veer. Huddle. Oh, I say! Smile says it all from Ricky Veer. And Bradshaw seemingly suggesting there was an almighty swerve on the ball. Certainly he was beaten by the flight of the ball. And Veer makes it 2-0 for Tottenham. And after a couple of moments of frustration from the big Argentine, he flunks it right there. Not the happiest of start for Ian Greaves as the new manager of Wolves. Crooks, Veer, and he very nearly did it again with a totally different strike. Didn't come up very much, and I suspect it beat the hand, but it beat the post as well. Hibbett. Veer, Huddle. Just magnificent. Galvin. Berry just got the foot. Total appreciation for the White Hart Lane crowd. Gray. Atkinson. Richards. Brazier. Richards. Free kick given against Price. Crowd anticipating a strike by Hibbett. And Clemence has got the right side of his goal covered. So that's a pretty long 10 yards Mr. Spencer has measured out. I would think that certainly is nearer 15, but let's face it, it makes a change. Hibbett, and he scores. Ray Clemence disappointed. Hibbett delighted, his second goal in a week. But there'll be a few complaints from Tottenham about that. because 10 yards, it says in the law book. I'm afraid I would have to argue with Mr. Spencer's estimation of what is 10 yards. 2-1. Makes it a match again. Gives a bit of life to Ian Greaves' side. And Crooks cut off at his prime as the whistle blows for half-time. Spurs leading by 2-1. The first from Hoddle has been somewhat like a Steve Davis on the pitch. The second coming from Villa, and then Hibbett at the death of the first half, making it a match again. The last seconds of the Rugby International being watched on one of the boxes. And Tottenham beginning the second half here, really having to begin again. The match seemingly well won at 2-0, but now they've got to exert their superiority once more. There's Ardiles. Interesting to see what effect Hibbett's late goal in the first half has on the match. First free kick in the second half goes against Gallagher, who is pushing his luck a little bit. His name has already gone in Mr. Spencer's book. Well, Crooks is there, might move away, he did, but it was too high. Well, Spurs obviously thought there was a deflection from the corner. The linesman unmoved. And the referee unresponsive. Huddle once more. Good decision by the linesman, because Falco was offside on the far side, but Crooks certainly wasn't. Here's Galvin. Oh, he's done well to put it back. Villa! His second goal. But the man deserving of the greatest congratulation, undoubtedly Tony Galvin. Showing then the supreme ability of a winger, although there's more to his game than just being a winger. Getting right to the goal line and pulling it back when it seemed too late, and the angle beat the defence and set up Villa. So the corks are popping once more. Galvin. Hughton. Villa. Crooks. Oh, it's too short. Or rather, Ardiles wasn't close enough. Oh, the ball has to cross the line, and we can see that it didn't. A free kick would have been given anyway, because Mr. Spencer has his arm aloft. Otherwise, that could so easily have been the most curious goal of the season. Hibbett. There's a gap for him. Crooks. 3 to put it back to. Berry again with the challenge. Villa. That's his hat-trick. another county when he got the ball. And they go to congratulate the big man, who, as the handbook of Tottenham says, wrote his name into Spurs history last May, and has now got a coveted hat-trick. Hoddle. Falco. Via to Perryman. They're queuing in the middle. Crooks! Oh, what a header! That was an absolute bullet! Perryman who provided, but the power of the header, it screamed into the net. And if it wasn't for the fact that he takes so much stick in the dressing room, I would make a comparison with a famous number 10. He looks quite like. That's wide from Atkinson. Wayne Clark, the Wolves substitute. And Ross, the coach. Ardiles. Atkinson. And Miller just getting a foot in. Mickey Hazard waiting to come on to replace Garth Crooks. Lovely touch. Crooks. Perryman. Rather Galvin. Hoddle. This is Perryman. I was ahead of the game. Falco! Most delighted. Desperately wanted a goal. Perryman deep in the box, provided again. (6-1) the score, and the substitutes have come on, and the players replaced both number 11s. No doubt at all that Sir Stanley Rous has thoroughly enjoyed this. Offside given. Just a question to what Mr. Spencer's got on his watch for the odd stoppage. Ardiles. Galvin. Foul by Hughton. Tackle from behind that got the ankle. Miller. And the pop-up. But the guests are full to overflowing. 3 goals for Ricky Villa. 1 each for Hoddle, Crooks and Falco. And the champagne has really flowed as Spurs celebrated the opening of their new stand. As for Wolves on this afternoon, they were simply there for the killing.
Well, before Wolves fans get too disappointed with that result, let me say that at times this afternoon Spurs played inspired football. There were quite a few outstanding performances, not the least from the Latin American contingent, but most England supporters would have warmed to the performance of Glenn Hoddle. His ball skill, his shooting, powerful and accurate, but the strength of his game was pumping a succession of perfectly directed and through passes which lacerated the wall. And if you think that the case for Glenn's inclusion in the England team is unarguable, well, just remember that Ron's problem would then be to find and select forward players with the pace and the running power to make those passes count against the best defences in the world. This is the object of the exercise in June. Well, that's, thank goodness, to pick one representative and extraordinary pass to make that point about Hoddle. Why it was so extraordinary is because he deceived everyone except the running man, Perryman. You can see as the ball's laid there, that's Galvin on the ball, it's laid, and everybody was expecting it to the left-hand side. Catch a glimpse of Perryman's run on the right, and that ball was sliced off the outside of the foot, checked perfectly there for Perryman also to do a rather useful volley and really make the day for me. That was special.
Well, Spurs' win was the biggest in any First Division match this season. Although they're currently ninth with 36 points, they have played 3 matches less than the leaders Southampton. Manchester United stays second after coming from behind to beat champions Ardiles 4-1. Kevin Moran scored twice.